Hello again, beloved. I hope that this summer series on Psalms and Proverbs is encouraging you and giving you wisdom. This morning we're going to look at Proverbs chapter 14, and we're going to look at three verses in particular. The first one is, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. Let's think about that for a minute. There's an appearance here. It's an appearance that something is good, a direction in life, a path chosen, and it appears to be a good one. In fact, in the morals and ethics of our culture, it may be a good one. It may actually be good and not evil. But in the end, it leads to death. In the end, the appearance doesn't deliver the goods. In the end, you find yourself on an island, lonely, frustrated, and afraid. Well, what is this way that appears to be good but ends in ruin? I can't tell you that, because it's a path that leads away from God. It's a path that looks good. It looks sweet, but it ends in the opposite direction of God. And that's the key. That's the issue that I believe that Solomon, our wise teacher, is talking about. Even in his experience, Solomon chose a path that appeared to be good. It appeared to be wonderful. He had several hundred wives and concubines. The problem was that each one of those beautiful women brought their God from their country. He formed alliances with several countries in order to consolidate the peace of Israel. But what ended up happening is that those very women who looked like a good choice ended up leading him to follow other gods besides the God of Israel, the God of heaven and earth. And so I don't know what that path is for you. It may appear really tempting. It may appear to have all the goods that you've been looking for in life. But the warning is here. Don't go with appearances. Don't go with what seems right in your own eyes. Well, what's the remedy for this? What is the solution to this problem? Well, I would suggest that verses 26 and 27 have a good answer for us. Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be a refuge. What a great picture here. Fearing the Lord, which I would suggest doesn't mean like, just shaking but I mean having an awe of God, a great respect for the Lord. It's a refuge. It's a place of safety. It's a place where you can look to the Lord for that path, that direction that leads to life and not to death. In the fear of the Lord, it's not just our secure fortress, it's a refuge for our children. You see, when we make right choices, when we decide to follow the Lord our God and to fear Him only, and He guides us into right paths, not paths that look good, that have good appearances, but right paths. It becomes a refuge, not only for us, but for our children as well. Isn't that a great promise? The next verse, the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. The very thing that we talked about. A way that appears good leading to death. And he's saying, no, the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life. The fear of the Lord leads to a different place. Moses said, choose this day, whether it's life or death, blessings or curses. And that same choice is available to us today. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, and it turns a person from the snares of death. It turns us away from a path that appears good but leads to death. And it turns us to a path that is the fountain of life. Well, I hope that you have a great day fearing the Lord and finding the path that brings you to not only life, but abundant life in the Lord Jesus Christ. Have a great day and be blessed.